Gigguk badly explaining the entire Fate series in 30 minutes. I'm sure it's not that bad. This is only 30 minutes though, and I know that his HSR video is longer. I haven't seen this in a long time. This has been like apparently, according to the timestamp, this is from 4 years ago. So I watched it when it aired, but I did not understand anything because obviously I don't know shit about Fate. But it was entertaining background noise. Let's see what I can remember from here.
Gamers, gacha gamers. You know me, I
Gacha
love my
gamers,
2D
that's
girls,
us.
and Honkai Impact 3rd has the cream of the crop. A free-to-play 3D action role-playing mobile game.
I think this is
developed
the
and
ad at the
published by
beginning.
MiHoYo.
The Fate series is one of the most expansive
It's
franchises
cooking.
in all of anime. In between all the games, anime, manga, light novel,
Cooking.
visual
Kecking.
novels, spin-offs, it's probably
I've
one of
seen
the most
very
daunting
entertaining
franchises for any
pronunciations of
newbie
her
to try
name.
to get into. A little while ago, I made a joke skit called "Trying to Understand."
Kecking
the
is
Fate
pretty
franchise,
good
based
though, I
around
think,
how
for
confusing
gamer
the
fandom.
entire thing looked for an outsider looking in. And satire aside, it was based on many real-life conversations I've actually had with Fate fans trying
No
to
one
explain
understands the Fate
to
franchise.
newcomers. And every time that happens, I always hear, do you want the long version or do you want the short version? Because everyone asks for the short version, but even the short version for an outsider can seem like a convoluted mess of information.
Thought you were going to give me the short version. This is the short version.
But ever since I made that video, and because no one ever actually
This is
asked
30
me, I've
minutes. Is
always
this the
wondered
short
to myself,
version?
what is the long version?
Oh no, this is the long version. Okay.
The Fate franchise fascinates me. Originally created by Kinoku Nasu, what started as just a single eroge visual novel has turned into a multi-billion-dollar franchise with more media than any sane person can wrap their head
Jesus.
around. I mean, just look at all this shit. Can you see how many there is? There's at least 5. So it can be easy to forget how and why people became fans in the first place, that many newcomers may even forget to ask, what is Fate even about? Don't worry, I got you. The basic premise revolves around a bunch of mages who can summon heroic spirits from Earth's real history or legends to do battle over the Holy Grail, a mythical wish-granting device in what is called the Holy Grail War.
Okay,
It's a bunch of
okay,
mages
I can
spending
follow
all
so
their
far.
bucks
This was in
organising
Star Rail.
Fortnite, Apex Legends, fucking Minecraft, Hunger Games, Battle Royale between all your favorite people from history.
It's
and
about
legends
Archer.
to create the ultimate showdown.
Yeah, yesterday Hime said that the Fate HSR collab was just a story about Aventurine and Archer. And I'm like, all right, I get where your priorities are, guys. I understand. Okay, so I noticed, so this is 303. Just want to make sure. I didn't, let me see if I can find it. I like that there's at least 5 because, of course, he can't count. He's a gotcha gamer. This scene, aw, this was obviously what was being referenced in the trailer, right? When our Trailblazer summoned Saber. There were too many S's in that sentence. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's continue from here.
From history and legend to create.
If Archer kisses
ultimate
Shinji, then it's
showdown
self.
of
Oh,
ultimate death.
rider supremacy though.
My audience isn't too young to understand that reference. And the Holy Grail War is
Who's
just basically
Ryder?
Nazi going, "Wow!"
Is it going that or is it going and kiss? I prefer that version. Archer loves cleaning, so that's why he tossed all of our trash on the express. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that dialogue yet. I should.
Let's just cut the video there. That's all.
Oh,
you need to know
Alexander
about
the
Fate.
Great.
However,
Oh.
the background and lore of the entire Fate universe is unimaginably deeper than that. So much
Yeah,
so
if
that
if
every single
anyone's gonna be
spin-off,
doing a Let's
anime,
Kiss with BL,
manga,
that
novel,
should be
every single
him.
piece of Fate's media takes place in a coherent universe, fitting somewhere on a grand timeline, which
Oh
is
my God.
also shared with Nasu's other works, creating this grand universe known only as the Nasuverse.
Oh yeah, yesterday I was told about the Nasu verse and I did not understand or recognize any of the names thrown at me. Thanks, Lars. It was a text. Okay, I haven't read my text. Like I never read my text.
You know what I thought would be a good idea? What if I tried explaining the entire Fate timeline?
Oh.
Word being thought, implying it was me in the past tense. It was a shit idea.
Explaining all the Fate lore and timeline in detail would take hours and hours. I mean, just look at some of
As
these wiki pages.
Iskandar
This isn't a
Aha
wiki page,
Fate
it's a fucking light
Zero
novel,
Rider.
Saber
Okay.
lore. that time some slag at a pond threw a sword at me and I accidentally became the fucking King of England.
So this is more like the long, short version, or is it the short, long version, or is it the medium version? It's an excuse to justify all the countless hours I've put into this hellhole. Obviously, there is going to be spoilers, but I'm going to try and...
This is why I don't want to do explainer videos.
Every series fits in the timeline, rather than what actually happens in any individual series. So, hopefully it won't spoil your experience too much if you decide to walk into hell with us. So, with that said, let's start explaining all of Fate. It's not too late now, Garn. All we have to do is just turn the camera off and delete the file and no one will ever have to know.
The biggest fucking nutshell you've ever seen.
See that, Gigguk? That was Gigguk 3 months ago. I've been putting off filming this for 3 fucking months.
Oh, wow.
Just kill me now. Oh, 3 fucking months. This is my dissertation all over again. Hello and welcome to my TED Talk. To be introducing the Fate timeline, I'm going to be cosplaying the most powerful servant in the history of the Fate timeline. Steve Handjobs. But before we get to the Fate timeline, there are a few core concepts we need to bang out first so everything makes sense. Firstly is Akasha. See, Fate exists in this
an Akasha
world of magic and mages where you can summon heroic beings from the past, present, and future, and all of this derives from Akasha. What is Akasha? See, Akasha is this metaphysical place that exists outside of time and dimensions that is the source of all events and all the souls in all timelines, and I like using big words to make me sound smart. Basically, everything that's ever happened and everyone you know, you can thank Akasha for it. 2020 as a whole? Thanks, Akasha. The Chad himself, Chug
So it's
Fortnite remix.
Irminsul?
Thanks, Akasha. The one time in class you thought you had a silent fart, but you ripped out a fat one and everyone heard it and stared at you and your brain still reminds you about it every time you're about to sleep? Fuck you, Akasha. So instead of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff, this is more like wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey, goopy galaxy, diddly dimension, rickety reality stuff. Where every timeline and every reality exists at the same time, meaning there are no spin-offs, every fate is canon, life is aligned, yes, that smutty dojin of Minamoto going ada ada on the order is canon in the timeline. You can't prove me otherwise. Are you with me? Good. This is important because the end goal of every mage in the Fate universe is to find a way to reach the root of Akasha. But Gigguk, why do all mages want to...
Okay. The imaginary tree. Yeah, kind of sounds like that. Also, he just said the root of Akasha, which makes that seem more... Okay.
Find the root of Akasha. Well, I'm glad you asked, probably confused viewer. I really hope you're not confused right now. This is just the beginning. Well, this would be a good time to talk about the magic system that exists in the universe. Because as we all know, in this universe, mages exist and use magecraft, aka magic. Right? Wrong.
Oh no.
Incorrect.
Why?
Erroneous.
I feel attacked.
Mistaken. I can't think of any more words off the top of my head. What are you, an idiot? Why would anyone assume that magic and magecraft are the same thing? Look at this guy. Typical man that can't tell the difference between magic and
Ada. Oh my gosh.
No.
Caffey's got distracted by the big boobs. He's not paying attention anymore.
Imitation butter. Ooh, I can't believe it's not magic. And then you got the Chad true magic. This is the top tier
so there's
God
levels
this is the
to
shit
this.
real mages want to use. The kind of shit God
Mages use mana, duh. Oh no.
Finally, some good fucking magic. But this premium shit can only be achieved by mages who view Akasha. And once someone gets that magic, that path to Akasha is cut off, and then the magic can only be used by the direct descendants of that original mage. Basically, no one has real magic, and they're trying to get to the root of Akasha so they can stop using the peasant dollar store magecraft shit. What if the third magic was just the power to create fate porn? But what's...
Okay. So there is a true magic. The goal is to get to the true magic through the Holy Grail Wars, and I think. And right now, everyone is just practicing an imitation form of magic called magecraft, created by mages. I don't understand. Their power has to come from. Okay, it's fine. I don't need to understand. This is a 30-minute video. Cappy is actually busy killing Giovanni. Oh, nice.
Stopping all mages from getting to this mythical place called Akasha? Well, you have this thing called the counterforce. This is kind of like a safety mechanism that stops the
safe word.
Because the Earth is actually alive and has a will, and don't worry about that right now. And the counterforce itself is made up of 2 parts: the collective unconscious will of humanity itself to survive, Alaya, and the will of the planet itself, Gaia. Online. Why is this important? Because the counterforce has powerful defense mechanisms, like being able to summon heroic spirits from Earth's history in order to defend itself, which we call servants.
Okay.
Sound familiar?
I kind of follow.
So it'll intervene anyone trying to get to Akasha, aka the Goopy Galaxy timey-wimey place, and mages have to find a way around it. Are you with me? Are you with me?
No,
Good.
I literally just got lost.
May I introduce to you the phrase everyone in the Fate fandom holds in the highest esteem as the holiest words in our gospel. Don't worry about it. Why is the cast of Fate Stay Night sharing a nice wholesome meal instead of trying to brutally murder each other? Don't worry about it. How do reality bubbles work? Don't worry about it. What is the moon? Don't worry about it.
What?
No, please don't worry about it. Please don't ask
What do you mean, what is
I'm not gonna fucking talk about the moon. To recap, you have Akasha, the timey-wimey goofy galaxy.
Is this like our Genshin Moon lore where nobody really like understood it and how they had to create a whole new region to explain it?
Magic. But the only thing stopping them is the counterforce, which they have to try and find a way around. Did you get all that? This is all the background information you need to know.
Okay.
Before we start the timeline.
I don't think I understood, but they want to get the true magic. They need to summon servants and blah blah blah, Holy Grail. But what's stopping that is the counterforce. But doesn't the counterforce allow them to summon the I definitely am missing something. I definitely overlooked something that he explained, or it wasn't explained. Okay, I don't know.
Jesus Christ, we haven't even started the timeline yet. You know, originally I wanted to visualize the timeline physically by having things
almost 10 minutes in
strung together with a string or something like that, like you see in that Always Sunny meme. But then I soon realized I don't have a wall big enough. So that's why I'm using the green screen. Definitely not because I want to rip off Nakey Jakey. Now, starting right at the beginning, before any mages, before any servants, before any Holy Grail wars, you have the Age of God. So yeah, apparently right at the beginning of Fate lore, there was this period of time where gods roamed the earth with man, mythical creatures existed, and I shit you not, physics apparently just wasn't a thing. Yeah, apparently this thing called mystery governed the law of the world, which I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Don't worry about it. Like, I just imagine in my head some ancient humans trying to let go of an apple and physics tries to drop it and mystery's like, no. We do not do that here. And then the apple just flies off to fucking Narnia. But everything changed when the Zephyr Nation attacked. Or just Zephyr. This next time is called Deterioration. This titan called Zephyr invaded and destroyed most of the world and was only beaten back by this mighty sword called Excalibur. After the attack, the gods weaken a bit, mystery starts to wane, and physics is like, yo, is anyone gonna drop that apple? Which takes us to separation. So the gods are a little pissed that they can't go down to Earth anymore because they're so weak, so they make Gilgamesh, who's 2/3 god. Because gods don't give a shit about maths, apparently, with the intention of making him the keystone to connect the gods and the humans. Now, anyone not familiar with the Fate verse, how can I explain Gilgamesh?
Did they just put him through? Okay.
You know that one meme, is this some peasant joke I'm too poor to understand? Well, imagine if that meme was reincarnated as a person. That's Gilgamesh. So yeah, he decides to rebel and the gods were like, no. This guy doesn't want to take orders from us? No, come on, you're joshing us right now. This is a prank. Come on, where are the hidden cameras? I'm on MTV Punk'd, aren't I? And so with that, the gods cannot interfere with humans anymore. And thus begins the Age of Man. From the year 0 AD, the human population explodes, magic and magecraft is replaced with science, and most importantly, physics exists now, guys! Yeah! I was meant to buy a party popper, but I completely forgot to. Alan, can you edit a party popper in this video, please? Thank you. That's right, screw your mystery. I have E equals MC squared. Okay, remember right at the beginning of this video when I said the Fate franchise was about this thing called the Holy Grail? Well, we can finally start talking about the Holy Grail.
I forgot about the Holy Grail.
As this omnipotent, magical, wish-granting device, and that's only partially true. See, around the 1800s, these epic magic gamer girls, called the Ironsburns family, figured out a way to the root of Akasha. That place that gives you true epic gamer magic. By using the Holy Grail to summon 7 heroic spirits and then sacrifice them, and using that magic to summon an even greater grail called the Greater Grail, which has access to the Root of Akasha. But of course, all the various
Summon the heroes, sacrifice them for that greater. Okay. That's a little too much like Emporius.
magic gamer girls and boys couldn't agree on who would actually get access to this magic, so they decided to have a meeting to decide. One could even say that it was a magic. The Gathering. Or in Fate, we just call this the Holy Grail War, which finally leads us to the timelines to all the wars so far.
So
I can't believe I flunked world history and I'm about to recite the entire history of some fictional war that happened. Okay, so you got like the first Holy Grail War, which happened around the 1800s. This is when the three main mage families, the Einsburns, the Toesuckers, and the Matos,
the Toesuckers,
on who could get access to the Grail. So they were like, guys, we've got a bunch of servants lying about. Tournament arc, tournament arc, tournament arc, tournament arc, tour! This was hardly what you'd call an actual war though, and more like a 3 a.m. brawl at the local mage pub, which ended because everyone got bored and time ran out. Then came the second Holy Grail War in the 1860s with the same parties involved, but this time everyone went a bit fucking mental because everyone died, nobody won, and
oh my god,
were like, wait a minute.
So different
Do
from...
we need rules? What the fuck is a Geneva Convention? Then came the third Holy Grail War in the 1930s.
1930s? That's very recent.
They're just like, are you using the term Holy Grail? God, are we allowed to copy strike that? And everyone's happy with that because they can enforce the rules. So the church is like, all right, gamers, I want a fair fight. No going for the eyes, no kicking below the belt, and for God's sakes, no summoning any illegal servants. So then the Einsburn summon an illegal servant. And so they get this...
What's an illegal servant?
Called Angramayu, aka the Angry Mango, who's meant to be this
Angry
super
Mango.
badass, ultra OP new servant that auto wins them the war, except lol, JK is actually super weak and dies, and is literally so angry he gives the Grail food poisoning. Then we got the fourth Holy Grail War, which is basically just the events of Fate Zero. I'm not going to spoil what happens in it. And finally, we have the Grand Sugar Daddy that birthed everything we're talking about. The fifth Holy Grail War, aka the events of Fate Stay Night. Following Shiro fighting in
a servant that is underage.
Friendship and fucking, mana transfer. And this CG dragon still haunts my nightmares. What's important here is that this war has at least...
Oh, Stay Night. Okay,
three
this is our
different
collab.
timelines, because the original Fate Stay Night was a visual novel with 3 different routes. You got
Okay.
the Fate route, Unlimited Blade Words, and Heaven's Feel.
Oh.
Or, to put it more simply, you got the Saber route, the Best Girl route, and the Sakura route with extra mana transfer. But
what?
It doesn't stop there.
Oh, right.
We've got Fate Hollow Ataraxia, which is...
Okay, I have so many things to say about the things that are on screen. First of all, Unlimited Blade Works is the route that our collab is based on, right? The first one is actually called the Fate route. Interesting. Heaven's Feel route, transfer of mana. I learned yesterday from Hime that they also get magical energy from fucking, so that's fun. Naming it Heaven's Feel is wild. Okay, and the screen says, I get now why it said that, but I saw the subtitles first, right? The screen says Fate Hollow Ataraxia. I saw Hollow Anorexia, and I was very confused. Wow, there's just a lot going on the screen. They get to dual cultivate. Oh my god. I guess if they F each other, do the mages also get like magical energy during the fucking? So many questions that we don't have time to get into.
Kind of like a sequel to Fate Stay Night because it takes place 6 months after the events that happened in there.
Only
so
6
you may
months?
be wondering which one of the 3 routes it follows, and the answer is...
All of them.
yes. So one of the main girls
Fucking
in
knew
Fate
it.
Stay Night, Rin, is doing some magic experiments, and
Oh, that's
a
Rin.
little bit of an oopsie, and completely fucks up the space-time continuum, merging all parallel universes together. And I know what you're thinking. This doesn't sound like a little oopsie. This sounds a bit more like a big oopsie. But it's all good because she looks great in thigh highs. So we're following this mage Bazette who was dead off screen in the original Fate Stay
Best
Night,
girl
and
gets
she's
a mana
now
boost too.
alive,
Nice.
along with Angramayu, aka the Angry Mango. And they're stuck in a Groundhog Day type time loop, living the same 4 days over and over, and she has to find a way to escape without fading from existence because she was originally dead, and I guess people die if they don't exist. Since most of this takes place in a time loop, this is basically just Fate Re-Zero Edition. So you can essentially just call it Fate Zero.
And they did.
And you know what? That's basically everything for the flagship Fate series.
People were mad Rin wasn't in the collab. Yeah. I saw that and I Just had no
But,
feelings because I didn't know
of
who she
course,
was.
we are
But
going to
okay.
have to fill this timeline in with all the other Fate media out there. So let's do the time warp again. Oh my god. Alan, fucking cut that. Alright, so let's start with Fate Apocrypha. So the Fate Apocrypha timeline is exactly identical to the original timeline, except when we get to the Third Holy Grail War, where the timeline was like, you know what? Nazis.
What?
Because of course it's the fucking Nazis. So the Nazis joined the Third Holy Grail War.
Oh
And instead of
no.
there being a winner, the Nazis steal the Greater Grail system. And so
And
after that,
removed,
the Transylvanian Nazi mage guy steals it from the Nazis again. And then I guess the Nazis go on to lose World War II as usual. Fast forward to the future and somehow the entire world finds out about the Greater Grail system and everyone and their dog tries to make a cheap imitation of it. And so because of this,
AliExpress.
the Transylvanian Nazi sorcerer guy vows
Don't
to
get
make
your
the
Holy Grail from
War
AliExpress,
great
guys.
again. And so he makes the Great Holy Grail War. I shit you not, this is what it's called. And so now instead of 7 servants, you have 14 servants separated into 2 teams, red and black. That's right, it's a team deathmatch.
Team deathmatch. Team deathmatch. Team deathmatch. Team deathmatch. Stab it!
And so we get a season of red versus black, Mordred is hot, and a stealth will make straight guys question their sexuality, and gay guys question their sexuality, and gay girls question their sexuality. And me question my life choices for spending $400 for a dick. That
Dang.
includes the events of
Hang
Hitler's
on.
Day Night. Next on the menu we have and me question my life.
Rider Astolfo. Is this the rider? Is this the rider that Shiny was talking about? In which case, approve.
Choices for spending $400 for a dick. That concludes the events of Hitler's Day Night.
That's actually quite surprising. He doesn't pull for guys usually.
Did you see what I did there? This is, I think, just another alternate
I think he
ending to
did.
the Fifth Holy
Did he get
Grail War,
Finan?
where I guess nobody dies and they all just sit around cooking and playing volleyball and being happy. And this is canon, okay? They
Which
never
rider?
explain
Astolfo.
when this takes place on the timeline, but I don't.
Apparently.
Care. They're all happy. Akasha made it. It's canon. Like in my mind, this is the reality when someone just tried playing the Fate visual novel but got bored 5 minutes after reading words and then just left and never came back. And then all these characters are just sitting around having a gay old time waiting for the Holy Grail War to start. This is what happened.
Boobs.
This is the reality where Sea-Dog VA tried to play Fate. Alright, so
Oh.
I'm just going to make a Fate Stay Night bubble, and then I'm going to put Fate Tiger Coliseum and Fake Unlimited codes in this bubble, because they're just fighting games and they're already beating the shit out of each other in the series anyway, so I guess these are just the filler episodes we never got to see.
Okay.
We've got Fate School Life, which is kind of like a slice of life spin-off in the Fate Stay Night universe that also has Adaraki
Boobs, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So I guess it goes here. Can you tell how I'm sure I am right now? Lord Elmalloy's Case Files. This is basically just CSI
Oh.
magic that takes place after Fate Zero but before Fate Stay Night,
Okay.
starring Fate Zero's Waver. Except Waver's gone from Daddy Step on Me to Step on Me, Daddy. Alright, now we get into the manly shit. Fate DJ Khaled, line of Prisma Ilya, is a spin-off where Ilya becomes a magical girl. And instead of summoning servants, the magical girls can use these magical cards
Okay.
to channel the power of a servant.
Oh,
And
alright.
There's a magical talkie wand, don't worry about it. Before I properly got into the Fate franchise,
Oh.
I thought that this was just an unrelated spin-off that had nothing to do with the main universe, but no. Not only does this directly diverge from the main timeline,
What?
but it has 2 separate universes within its own universe. It's a fucking Ilya multiverse. And the beginning of the Ilya multiverse
The Rise of Magical Girls.
doesn't even have Ilya in it. Oh god, I love you so much, Fate, but you just don't make things easy, do you? Alright, I'm gonna try and do my best, so stick with me here. The first universe is the one detailed in the movie Oath Under Snow, following this girl called Miyu, which is why we call this the Miyu-verse, because her name is Miyu and she's the child of God, don't worry about it. She's taken in by Shiro, and then they have another Holy Grail War, but not the usual Holy Grail War, but the Ainsworth Holy Grail War.
Okay.
Can you guess why it's called the Ainsworth Holy Grail War? Because it was made by the Ainsworth. Shiro then sends Miyu to an alternate universe, which we call the Ilyaverse, which is all sunshine and rainbows, where the 4th Holy Grail War didn't happen and Kiritsugu's Father of the Year. You got cute girls doing cute things, cute girls doing magical things, and cute girls doing each other.
Oh.
This is the universe where season 1 and 2 of Prisma Ilya
What?
happens, but then you have season 3, which jumps back into the Miuverse. And if you think that complicates the timeline, how about this little knowledge of nuggets? So, in the original Fate Stay Night, Ilya is 18. She's 18. She's older than Shiro. But in the Iliaverse, she's the same age as when the timelines diverge, which theoretically should make her the same age as she was in Fate Stay Night.
Okay.
But she's not. And
Oh.
the series makes it very clear that she is under 18. So which is it, Fate? Which is it? I need to know. You know, I would say don't worry about it, but I'm pretty sure the FBI are going to do that for me. Alright, moving the fuck on from this mess of a legal situation, we got Fate, also known as the Fate Extra universe. This splits off from the Third Holy Grail War in the Angry Mango timeline, where all the world's mana dries up because some kind of event. So in the 2030s, all the mages turned into hackers and they tried to hack the moon because the moon has a supercomputer in it that was placed there by aliens that they found. And so inside this supercomputer moon, there exists this entire digital world. And so the supercomputer moon is hosting a virtual reality Holy Grail war because it's actually alive.
Oh. That's Amphorius. I'm just kidding.
Until I read it out loud. Don't worry about it. So yeah, it turns out the moon knows shit and you can hack the moon. And it also has Rin, Sakura, and Kirei from the original Fate Stay Night, but not the original Rin, Sakura, and Kirei from the original.
Wait, hang on. Isn't that the same as Honkai? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
Fate Stay Night? What are you, stupid? They're just characters who look, sound, and dress exactly the same, but they're different.
Okay.
Are you worrying about it? Because I'm not.
Dr. May? Current era May. I'm kidding. Honkai also has a robot moon that's running a simulation. Dude, Hoyoverse is obsessed with supercomputers running simulations.
So you got the Fate Extra games, the Fate Extra Triple C games, and then you got the anime. Fate
I can see all the borrowed
Extra
ideas, yeah.
In its own separate timeline that takes place in the year 3000. And Rin's great-great-great-granddaughter. It's just fucking Rin. Fate Grand Order. Oh god, you're not gonna make me break down Fate Grand Order.
Fate Grand Order!
Now we're truly in hell. So Fate Go is a mobile gacha game along with some anime adaptations where the first Holy Grail War never happened, the world is fucked for some reason, and you have got to travel back in time to various points in history to fix the fucking timeline. And every different
good luck with
timeline you
that.
fix is called singularities. Basically, imagine Fate Back to the Future, except there are like 7 sequels, all with different diverging timelines, and you're not trying to fuck your mum, you're just trying to fuck all the servants. Alright, so for simplicity's sake, I think it would just be easier if I just draw out the Fate Go timeline. And then here in its own corner, it's just Fate Prototype, which is Kinoko Nasu's original concept for Fate, where King Arthur's actually a guy?
Okay, I'm just gonna watch that.
Yeah, with your damn historical inaccuracies. So essentially, this is just a non-existent project because the only thing that exists is a 12-minute trailer that was made purely for fan service. Which is even more bizarre when you consider Fate Prototype Fragments of Sky Silver, which is the prequel to Fate Prototype.
He looks like Gepard. That's all my brain could understand.
They made a prequel, a full light novel prequel, to a 12-minute commercial. Like, did I really think Fate fans are that hungry for content? A Type Moon just sitting there being like, all right, Fate fans, open wide. Content, give me anything. And then this prequel to a project that basically doesn't even exist has a side story called Fate Labyrinth. A side story! This is why Tsukihime fans are on suicide watch. You can tell that line was written months ago because...
Tsukihime! I heard that yesterday.
Where the fuck did this come from? And all this would be a completely alternate universe with no connection to the original universe, but I shit you not, one of the characters has a dream that connects this universe to the Fate Stay Night universe.
My god.
Yep. It's literally canon by dream. Alright, I think we're getting close to the end. Next is Fate Strange Fake. This is a light novel series that takes place after the 5th Holy Grail War in America.
That sounds like a mouthful.
War.
If you want to go ahead and just make a BL version of me, I'll give you money. Yeah.
As a recording, we don't know if this follows on from the main flagship timeline or is part of an alternate universe, but what we do know is that there's a servant called Watcher and it's literally just a fucking whale in the sky. I'm sorry, I must have missed the legend where a fucking flying whale saves Earth. Does Free Willy count as a legendary hero in history now? That's Fate type Redline. It's Tokyo in the 1940s. The Nazis are at it again, but this time so are the Japanese military. It's the third Grail War with seemingly no other connections to any of the Grails, and it's a manga drawn by the Demon Slayer mangaka. We got Fate Requiem. Not a lot about this is known right now because it's not been officially translated, but what we do know is that it's set in the future after some kind of Holy Grail war, and somehow
My brain is
everyone
mush
has
right
their
now.
own Holy Grail. And also, there's this new servant called Voyager.
A flying whale, write that down.
Voyager space probe, except
Okay,
I have
okay. I don't think the flying whale is honestly really like a oh, that came from Fate. Because you know what I mean? There was a time, right, where like people were just fucking obsessed with whales. Like because of that one whale that can only hear like at a certain frequency and doesn't have any friends, you know? And I think a lot of people became very obsessed with that whale. I feel like that was like a natural coincidence. But yeah, there are a lot of similarities. You're joking, yes. Yeah, flying whales are. Isn't there a fly? I just remembered. There's a flying whale. I think in ReZero too. There's a flying flying whale. There's a flying whale in Zelda. Oh my god. Yeah, people just fucking love whales and making them fly.
no fucking clue how a space probe becomes a servant, let alone a blonde Shota boy, let alone a blonde Shota boy space probe servant. And don't tell me to worry about it, because I'm not. Can you see how much I'm not worrying about it? I am not worrying about it. But seriously, how the fuck? And finally, in a bubble, within its own fucking dimension, is Carnival Phantasm, where all the Fate characters and other characters from Nasu's
Is this canon too?
are just hanging out, I guess. Doesn't make any sense. I have no idea where this fits on the timeline. I think this is just a bubble reality where Akasha got fucking drunk. And that's it. That is the long version. Kinda. Oh, but Gigguk, what about the rest of the Nazi verse? You gonna do that as well? How about no?
This is the one where Link is in a coma the entire time.
It talks about all the funny and ridiculous things I found out about Fate lore as a whole. But when I started it, I kind of realized I'm gonna need 20 minutes just to explain the fucking timeline. So you know what? This may just be the first part in a multi-series lecture from hell. Because the worst thing about
as far as I can tell, he has not continued this series.
After connecting all the lore, after spending far too many hours consuming Fate's media,
because I am
reading
subscribed.
Pages upon pages of
Link's
wiki
Awakening.
articles,
Okay.
it kind of makes sense. Oh god, this chart actually makes sense to me. The entire timeline is actually the simplest part of Fate lore. Fate is just an all-encompassing hole that just gets darker and gloomier the deeper you go down. People wonder what's at the bottom of the abyss in Made in Abyss. It's just the fucking entrance to the Fate hole. You want the real
Oh my
short
god.
version of Fate newcomers? You watch either of these two, and then watch this,
Day
and
Night,
then watch whatever the fuck you
or
want.
Fate Zero.
Well, you know what?
Okay.
Fuck all this. Start with the spin-off series. Start with lesbian lollies kissing. Start with Fate MasterChef. Fuck. Start with the doujinshis for all I care. Just ignore all the shitstorm going on in the comment section right now. The reality is, it doesn't really matter where you start. As long as it looks interesting to you, then go for it.
That's kind of how I do a lot of
There's
things.
so many people who are obsessed with optimizing the perfect read and watch order that they forget that if you enjoy the experience and it gets you into Fate, then who the fuck cares what order you watch it in? Because look, memes aside, the Fate lore may be a convoluted mess to unravel, but it is an awesome franchise. It's a series that can have amazing.
I think Astolfo is actually what Shiny was talking about. I just saw Alexander the Great
shows up as a lion.
and Astolfo in the background.
Video knowing nothing about Fate,
Gigi,
and
which
this
is the one
video
to
that
watch if I want to see
convinces you to
Shinji and
try.
Archer kiss? Good question.
What the
I'll leave a
fuck is wrong
comment.
with you? This got you interested in Fate? Oh god, why didn't you just listen to me the first time and go with the short version? You know what? Fuck this. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing Fate anymore. I'm literally gonna go crazy.
And that's why there was never a
You know
sequel.
what? I lied. This isn't even the long version.
I knew it.
Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you again to Honkai Impact for sponsoring me today. And also, thank you very much to Ivido, The Walto, Pain Patchett, Eliful, Basil.
I had to
and
make sure I
everyone
was
else,
in
my
the right.
Patreon for supporting me for this month, but especially Garrett and Lucas for being my Fate gurus and guiding me through this hell that is the Fate hole. Honestly, you couldn't have done it without you two, so thank you very much for being my gurus, and thank you very much for helping me do the research for all the information I've put in here. And also, thank you very much to everyone on my Patreon Discord server.
It's funny he got sponsored by Hoyo for this Fate video, right? Right? 4 years ago, too. 4 years ago. Star Rail's not even 4 years old.
But yeah, this video has been in production for way too long, mostly because the groundwork was done last year, and I really hope you enjoy the style of this video because it took a lot of work, and I don't know if you could tell, but I had a really fun time filming this video. Me and my editor have been putting off working on
I can tell he's been having like a lot of fun
how
with
much
it.
work it would take. But yeah, as I said earlier, this probably won't be the only Fate video I put out because we've done way more research than what I've put into this video. So I hope you're excited for the next one because both me and my editor are really looking forward to working on another video like this. Right, Alan?
If you do another Fate video, I'm quitting.
Anyway, that's it from me. No further updates. I've been Gigguk, and I hope you enjoy the hell we're about to walk into.
I don't even know if there was a like, because I'm subscribed to the channel and I do not remember another video beyond this. So maybe the task was truly impossible. I don't know, maybe I'll give Fate a shot. I might start with Fate Stay Night. That was a fun video. It is both welcoming and also intimidating at the same time. I don't think I can handle another video about Fate right now anyway, though, so maybe it's good that he didn't release another one for us to follow up with.